You filled the feeder this morning. You watched for a few minutes. Then you went inside. And the second that door clicked shut, everything changed. Not slowly. Not gradually. The moment the latch closed. The birds that were hanging back, the ones on the fence, the ones in the maple, they moved. Fast. And what happened at your feeder in the next 5 minutes is something you have never once seen. Because you were already gone. Most people think the best part of feeding birds is watching them. The cardinal landing. The chickadee grabbing a seed. The nuthatch on the trunk. That's what you see. But that's not the real show. The real show starts the second you disappear. Welcome back to Backyard Bird Mind. Subscribe before you keep watching because what you're about to learn happens every single morning in your yard. 10 seconds after you walk inside. And once you know it, you will never close that door the same way again. Stay until the end. Because number 5 is the one that changes everything. It happens because of you, not in spite of you, and most people don't believe it the first time they hear it. Number 1. The moment you leave, someone takes over. You think the feeder is shared equally. It isn't. While you're standing there, everyone is nervous. The cardinal grabs one seed and flies. The chickadee darts in and out. Nobody stays long. Nobody relaxes. That's because of you. Not because they don't trust you. But because you're large. You're unpredictable. You're there. The second you walk inside, that changes. Researchers at the University of Florida studied feeder behavior. What they found surprised people. Dominant birds, cardinals, jays, increased their feeder time by 40 to 60% within 2 minutes of humans leaving. Not because the food changed, because the pressure changed. The cardinal you watch grab one seed and fly? When you're inside, he sits there. He takes his time. He runs that feeder like he owns it. Because the moment you left, he did. Number 2. There are birds in your yard you have never seen. Think about that for a second. Your feeder. Your yard. Your seed. Birds you have never once laid eyes on. Not because they aren't there. Because you keep showing up. Shire species, the winter wren, the brown creeper, the golden-crowned kinglet, they want what you're offering. But their comfort zone is wider than a cardinal's. A human standing nearby, even a calm one, even a familiar one, is still too close. So they wait. A study in the journal Behavioral Ecology tracked feeder visits. Shy species visited 3 to 4 times more often when no humans were present. Same feeder. Same food. Same yard. The only variable was you. There is an entire layer of your yard's bird life that only turns on when you leave. Every morning. Every single day. Birds you don't know the names of, eating the food you paid for, in the yard you've been watching for years. And you have never seen them. Number 3. Your yard has a communication system. You are the main topic. Your yard is not quiet when you're inside. You just can't hear it. Chickadees have a call. A soft repeated sound that means one thing. All clear. Come in. Safe. When you are outside, that call changes. The alarm note goes up. Other birds hear it. They stay back. They wait. The moment you walk inside, the call drops back down. The all clear goes out across the yard. Researchers at the University of Massachusetts studied this for years. The chickadee's call is not random noise. It is a precise information system, encoding threat levels, broadcasting them in real time to every bird in range. Every morning you walk outside, the alarm goes up. Every morning you walk inside, it drops. You have been the weather event their communication system reports on. Every single day. Without you ever knowing it existed. Number 4. Your presence raises their stress levels. Even when you're being kind. This one is hard to hear if you love watching them. But it's true. Even after months of feeding. Even after they know your face, your jacket, your routine. Even after they trust you more than any other human in the neighborhood. Your presence still raises their stress hormones. Not because you're doing anything wrong. Because you're a large animal standing near their food source. Evolution doesn't care that you're kind. Researchers at the Max Planck Institute for Ornithology measured stress hormones in wild feeder birds. Birds feeding near a calm, stationary human showed stress levels 18% higher than birds feeding alone. 18%. In a bird that weighs less than 2 pennies. The moment you walk inside, those levels drop. They eat more. They eat faster. The food does more good the second you stop watching it get eaten. Sit with that for a moment. The kindest thing you do for your birds every morning might be walking away. Number 5. They notice when you don't come back. This is the one that stays with people. You know they've learned your schedule. The porch light, the screen door, the sound of the seed bin. They know all of it. But here's what nobody talks about. They also know when you're late. Birds like cardinals, chickadees, nuthatches, year-round residents who've watched you for months. They build an expectation. A window of time when you are supposed to appear. Researchers call it an expectation window. When you don't show up inside that window, their behavior changes. They fly closer to the door. They call near the house. Some of them perch at the feeder and just wait. Not foraging. Not moving. Waiting. Because their model of the world says you are coming. And that model was built by you. One morning at a time. One scoop of seed at a time. Without you ever trying to teach them anything. You walked inside this morning thinking the interesting part of their day was over. It wasn't. It was just starting. The birds that moved in the second you left. The ones you've never seen. The ones broadcasting your departure across the yard. The ones whose stress levels dropped the moment the door clicked. They will all be there again tomorrow. Waiting for you to come out. Waiting for you to leave. Running a world inside yours that you never knew existed. Now you do. Tomorrow morning, walk inside and wait by the window. Just 90 seconds. Watch what changes the moment that door closes. Then come tell me in the comments what you saw. I read every single one. And what people notice when they finally start looking for this. It's honestly one of the best parts of running this channel. I'll see you in the next one.